AC6, South Florida today.
Well, if you practice Pilates, we've got some exciting news for you today. One of the last living students of Joseph Pilates, Romana, is coming to town. She'll be here for one day only, and you're invited to work out with her. Joining me now is Karen Winselman, the owner of Pure Pilates in Fort Lauderdale. Welcome.
Thank you, Katrina.
This is huge.
It is a big event. We're very excited about having Romana at Pure Pilates, and she's going to be teaching a master level mat class and teaching on other equipment.
Why is Pilates such a great workout, and at her age she's still doing it and still in great shape?
She is. You're absolutely right. She's a wonder at age 83. She, standing still, can kick her leg higher than her head.
Unbelievable.
And she is the living legend of Pilates. She trained and studied with Joseph Pilates and continued his training through the about 60 years that she's been teaching.
Fantastic. Okay, you've got some lovely ladies here today.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the equipment they're working on and what they're doing.
Sure. Alexandra is working on the mat. This is a platform mat. She's performing the single leg circles, which is great for working the inner and outer thigh and also massaging the hip. And over here we have Kirsten, and Kirsten is working on the Wunda chair. This was actually a piece of equipment that Joseph designed to be a functional piece, a chair in your home, which you can also use for exercise. And she's performing the spine stretch forward, and this is a great exercise about lengthening the spine and stretching.
Now, I did Pilates years ago, and the first time I went to a studio, all of the equipment, the apparatus, it almost looks like a torture chamber, but it's amazing what it does for your body.
Absolutely. Joseph was amazing. He was far ahead of his time, and he designed equipment when he was a nurse in World War I and working with immobilized patients. And he took springs and attached them to hospital beds, and that's how the equipment was created.
Now, you see sometimes some classes are just mat, some are others on the equipment. What's the difference?
Well, the classes are usually taught in a small environment. At my studio, Pure Pilates, we keep the classes just to 3 students. So
really?
There's a lot of attention.
Wow.
And everyone gets to have the benefit of Pilates, both the physical and the mental.
What's the biggest benefit you think you get out of Pilates?
Pilates is strengthening your core, what we call your powerhouse. So you're really working your abdominal muscles and your inner and outer thighs. You're strengthening your lower back, your hips, and your buttocks.
Now, what's this move right now that Alexandra is doing?
Alexandra is performing the single leg stretch, and she's working her legs and stretching the back of her legs and her back.
And flexibility really is a big thing with Pilates,
yes,
right?
Yes. The goal of Romana's Pilates is increasing flexibility while adding strength to the total body without adding bulk. So.
Now, with Romana coming, is she going to sign autographs, or is it just going to be the class? Because I think she'll probably live forever because she's so healthy and in such good shape. But this is almost like a once-in-a-lifetime thing to have someone of this caliber here.
Yes, she is going to be at my studio just in the morning on Friday. And for more information, you can contact us on our website at www.pure-pilates.net. And this is open to teachers, advanced teachers, and practitioners. And she will be there for the morning.
Way neat. Okay, now what do we have going on here?
Kirsten is doing the pull-up, and as you can see, you're working on opening your lower back, lifting through your abdominals, and squeezing the inner thighs.
Now, I always hear that because of the lengthening with Pilates that you actually become almost like taller.
Right, yes. Pilates definitely increases your length, not necessarily in inches, but how you stand. It's not just a word, but it's a way of life.
Okay. Now, I see Alexandra's gotten fancy on her. She's pulled out another piece of equipment.
Yes, she has. This is the spine corrector, and she is going to be performing a couple of legs exercises, and I believe she's going to start with the circles. So she's going to do circles, so she's lengthening through the front of her hip flexors, working her bottom and inner thighs and her hips. And then next she's going to do the bicycle. So she's going to stretch her legs and reach up and out as she lengthens from the hip flexor, working the back of the leg and coordinating the spine.
Okay, and so I guess Kirsten doesn't want to be outdone because she's putting out quite a show here, right over here.
Yes, she is. Yes, this is definitely showing Pilates in more an intermediate advanced move, and she's using balance and control as she lifts and lowers the pedal using her core and her powerhouse.
How many pieces of equipment do you have at your studio?
I have all the equipment that Joseph designed. There's over 7 pieces of equipment. You have the Cadillac and Reformer, the Wunda chair, the electric chair, the armchair, the spine corrector, the small barrels, the mats, the ladder barrel, It's a fully equipped studio.
Fantastic, and an event not to be missed on Friday.
Absolutely. No, this is an amazing event and a rare opportunity with Romana in town.
Well, thank you so much. Well, Romana will be here, the living legend of Pilates. She will be at Pure Pilates Friday from 8 a.m. until noon. The studio is located at 6451 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale. For more information, just call 954-804-8450. I'm inspired to get in shape. I probably won't, but I feel like I should.
Come on over, Trina.
I just might. Well, let's go over to Joel right now. Yeah, Trina, that was the first